Mission Impossible. If I missed this one, I'm going to be in so much trouble. Alrighty, welcome back to Good Things. Don't forget, you can watch us. We are on computer or mobile device. Just head on to SuperTalk TV. It is Friday, so we got Tanya in the house with movie reviews. And I hear it's just already doing awful at the box office. Nobody's going to see it. Nobody's interested in it.
Is there even a movie out this week?
Is there even a movie out this week? I don't know. But that would be lies, all lies. Because didn't it come out on a random Wednesday?
Yeah, they released it Tuesday, actually, which is... It's been a long time, other than maybe a Thanksgiving week, that I've seen anything released like that on a Tuesday.
Why would they choose something just to kind of get the feel or to be different?
Probably just because they can, But, I mean, they did like $15 million in those first couple of days, which is amazing. Their budget is actually the same as Indiana Jones. So I'm sure this one has already outpaced... it's no telling what the number will be by the time Sunday night rolls around.
But that gives like Indiana Jones kind of a frown, but it shouldn't, because this has been hyped up and waited and all the things for so long, right?
Right. And it's two totally different things, But this one, of course, it's Tom Cruise, who once again is, I don't know, he's just got it.
Which is so unfortunate. I wish he was a more likable person.
But, I mean, he just knows how to make a movie. Yeah. I mean, and it shows. He puts everything he's got into it. And it's one of those movies, and my whole family went last night. And I walked out of the theater, and I felt like my shoulders were up at my ears because I was so stressed out. I mean, I was like...
Suspense?
Yeah. I mean, it's just nonstop. And I got so tickled because my 14-year-old, my husband had bought a big tub of popcorn, and the kids were taking turns dipping into it, But my 14-year-old was having to reach over his brother to get to it. And he said, I couldn't even eat popcorn because I was so scared I was going to miss something, being distracted looking at the bucket, which I thought that was funny. But it really is one of those that it starts off... And it just, you never catch your breath. I mean, and I just think, how in the world do they pull off some of these scenes? The action sequences are incredible. One of the big promotional big scenes that we've seen in the promos is him driving the motorcycle off of the cliff.
And that's him.
And I mean, it is clearly him. There is no way you could fake what you see. And it's like...
And they only had one chance to get it right, I think.
Yeah, I think they could have maybe done it again, but they got it on the first one. I don't know, but it's just incredible. But in this one, of course, we know, even if you've never seen a Mission Impossible movie, you can go in and watch this one and keep up because they reference the past. Because
this is number what?
This is number 7, and it's part 1 of Dead Reckoning. So part 2 will come out next summer, I think the end of June.
Well, now, where did these storylines come from? Are they like books or anything that I've missed?
No, I think they're just written. I mean, they're inspired by the TV series that was out in the 60s, and I think there was one movie spun off of that series, and then Tom Cruise started, his vision.
So he's been every Mission Impossible. What's the guy's name?
Ethan Hunt.
Okay. I knew I'd do it if you said it.
So Ethan starts off, the story starts off when we see this mysterious submarine situation going on with this mysterious key and some weird stuff going on with their computers. And, anyway, something happens there that doesn't end so well for them. And then we see Ethan, and he... and his IMF team, the Impossible Missions Force, they have to team up to track down this terrifying AI that has taken on kind of a life of itself. It was built to be used as a weapon to destroy different data systems as needed, but instead it has kind of created a life of its own and is destroying everything. And so it's a huge threat to humanity. And so Ethan catches wind of it, and he and his team have to band together to go after this and stop it, or else the world ends. And so Ethan's got to make the choice of, trying to decide, okay, what's this is the first time he's actually going to have to put a mission above all of his friends and people that he loves. And so he's got some tough choices to make.
I'm sure he makes the right ones.
Yeah. But anyway, it's PG-13. I read a little bit about it before as far as, why did it get the PG-13? Because I knew my kids were coming. And they're old enough. I mean, my youngest is 14, but I always like to know what's coming.
You know how I feel about PG-13.
And so anyway, it really is just for the action sequences. There was nothing else that, would alarm me. But I mean, you get a lot of Cruise in this movie. And what I mean by that is his arm, his infamous running with his arms. And anyway, lots of dialogue in this movie. You don't always see that in action movies, but there's at least 3 scenes that I can remember where there's a fairly large number of people in a room and they're kind of finishing each other's sentences. So you really have to pay attention to what they're saying to keep up with what's going on. But it's great. Tom Cruise is great. We meet Haley Atwell is, in addition to the cast, we know her from the Captain America movies. And she is a fantastic addition. And, of course, Ving Rhames and Simon Pegg are back. Rebecca Ferguson's back, Vanessa Kirby. So a great cast. So you will not be disappointed. The only bad thing I can say about this movie is you're left on a cliffhanger, which that's going to happen because part 2's coming.
At least part 2's coming.
Yeah.
And is it coming kind of quickly? Did you say it was
It's the end of June, so you've got pretty much a year.
Well, at least it's not like, we don't know when we're going to make it. At least it's about like Netflix now when you have the end of a series. You probably got a year or more before you get the next installment. But is there anything crazy enough to go up against it today?
Yeah, there's really not. There are a few small releases that are not nationwide. So this one's got it. I mean, I will imagine if you go to the theater, half of the screens are going to be showing this, and the other half will probably be showing Indiana Jones.
Or is it doing okay? Is it holding its own?
Yeah, I think it's doing okay. I think it's considered a disappointment just because of the big box office. I mean, the big budget that it had. But yeah, I think it's doing fine, and it'll make its money back. It just, how they to me, their idea of a blockbuster and my idea are 2 different things. To me, if you make your money back, you're doing good. But they want to make major profits.
Isn't there a movie, something about a bomb? Or, what's Cutie Patootie that's Ben Affleck?
Oppenheimer.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. That one's next week, and the Barbie movie is next week.
Ah, okay. So, because I had also heard in some locations people were buying double tickets to watch both Mission Impossible and Barbie in that one, not Mission Impossible in that one. Okay, never mind. Sorry,
Yeah.
I put Tom and Barbie in the same. I got them confused.
I've noticed that myself too, and I wanted to do a dive and see what
Barbieheimer.
what
I think
start.
what
Yeah,
their
Barbie, and you
Heimer.
can see like I saw pink dust, and they said that it was
Will
emerging.
you go see that one?
Yeah, I'm going to go see it for sure.
You take one for the team. I think whoever is doing their promotion is kicking it out of the water.
Yeah.
I think they've casted well, and the lady who plays Barbie is looking great in all her outfits. But I can't imagine sitting through it. I mean, I like the idea of it. I think it's cute, but I think it's the voice, the acts or the voices that would drive me nuts.
Yeah, well, the thing that is, they've been promoting it, and they've done a great job of giving you just enough to make you want to go figure out what are they talking about, So I'm just really curious to see how, what direction they take it, because they all have gone above and beyond to let you know what you see in the trailer is not what you get. So there's some twists and turns and surprises.
Which I think some who have seen early releases have been surprised in it. Well, you know what? That's what you're here for, Tanya. You're here to take one for the team and then to come back. Because my daughter, Neely's actually asked to see it, but then I've heard that maybe it's not for, even though it's the Barbie movie, it may not necessarily be for younger children. So it'll be interesting I'm interested on this one.
Yeah. Well, I'll definitely let you know.
That one. I will not be taking her to see Mission Impossible. She'll squeal through the whole thing if there's a lot of things. But I will want to see that. Is that one that we should see in the big theater if you're going to see it?
Oh, definitely. I actually saw it on the IMAX screen, not really intentionally. It was just the only one that worked for me, and it was definitely worth the extra couple dollars.
Okay, Tom, I'll go see one more of your movies, I guess. You are a good actor and put on a good thing. All right, thank you, Tanya, for your time, and you guys stick with us. We got more for you up